when I came back the last time I rode this bike, which was now a couple of months ago, sadly, the gear changer had packed up, the clutch had packed up. It was like, good grief, something's gone seriously wrong. Checked the gearbox oil level, and that was fine. So took the primary chain case off, and basically the chain is scandalously loose, so that's my fault. I should have realised that. And it has stripped all the teeth off the clutch sprocket. I need to source a new clutch basket because the sprocket's integral to the clutch basket, and a new bit of chain. So I posted off a new clutch basket, and it arrived in the post the very next day, and now it's time to get started to fit it. It's fairly easy to get stuff like that. I mean, that's not something you're going to be replacing that often, to be honest with you, especially not if you keep your chain well maintained. But I actually went for a second-hand one. Well, this came from Andy and Shaun at Kidderminster Motorcycles, BSA specialists. They're a lovely pair of guys, and they always support my events, so it's good to support them. Yeah, you might wonder why a perfectly good clutch basket is available second-hand. The sprocket's usable on it, the corks are usable, but there's nice solid piece rather than getting a pattern bit, which would have been more expensive, and sometimes the quality is just not as good, to be honest with you. So, but you do there is a very nice belt drive conversion for these machines that you can buy. So obviously, when you have a belt drive conversion, you don't have the sprocket anymore. You've got a drive for the belt, obviously, and so maybe somebody had upgraded to belt drive, which is something I'd consider, but it's quite expensive. We already had to dismantle the bike to find out what was wrong with it, so this is just loosely tacked on. So I'm just going to take the silencer and downpipe off, pop that there. This is just going to wriggle out. That's it. There you go. Put this away, out of the way. Let's get the rear brake lever out the way. Put that down there. Got my lock spanner still in there from last time. So that's to lock the clutch. Now, what I need is a Tommy bar to undo the centre nut. So now I'll apply a bit of pressure. So we'll to find a split link on the chain. The split link is what joins the chain together. Just there'll be a link that comes apart on it. Oh, there it is, right at the back. I actually need to get that here so I can take it off. So I need to turn the engine over. I can't turn it over on the kickstart because the clutch is disconnected. So I'm going to have to do it by hand. Here it comes. It's quite hard because you're turning the engine over by hand. There it is. Yeah, so what I'm now going to do is, using my pliers, is get the split link off. You get that on the end of the link and that against the chain rivet, and let's ping it off, rotate it, and off it comes. There you go. Hopefully I've got a new one. I'll have a look in my box. There we go. Poor old chain. So now we can get that off. There we go. So this is a very well used chain, and the way to test a chain, as everybody probably knows, is it shouldn't be bendy like that. It should be a lot straighter than that. Because it's bendy like this, it basically means that there's a lot of wear on the rollers. You can see you can virtually see the movement there. You see the gap there between the rollers and the links. So because there's that gap there, because it's been caused by wear, it then means, I mean, it's not, I've seen worse, but it's obviously not good. I should have realised that the chain would be loose, because when you look at the gearbox adjustment on the other side, it's right at the furthest extent of its adjustment. So what you do to adjust this chain is you move the actual gearbox. Right, let's find my box of primary chain, because I know there's one in here, in chain department. So this chain comes in a roll. We've got a whole roll because we're always going to getting through quite a lot of it. A Reynolds, best chain you can get. Oh yeah, lovely new chain. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is measure it against this one, count the links, and then I'm going to use a chain breaker to cut it to the right length. So this has got a cranked link in it. You see it's wasted there, it cranks in. So that's a half link. So for some reason this chain has got a half link in it, so I'm going to have to find a half link as well as a new split link to join it. Let me go and find the half link. Walk this way. Right, so let's see what we can find in the Reynolds chain department. Now we've got some little boxes which are quite nice. So in here we've got, it's like you can pop that in your pocket when you're out and about. Yeah, in case your chain breaks, you can just pop that in your toolkit. It's got little slots there so you can slot things in and they don't rattle about. But this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. But you can see with the half link in it, what it means is that you have to join the half link to the new bit of chain, and then you have to join the end of the chain to this end of the chain. So you would need 2 split links, but you don't want 2 split links in one chain because it would be weak. I'm not sure exactly the phantom quizzics. No. I think I will have to ask dear Rick if he will rivet together the chain, because we're meant to use a rivet pin to join the chain together, which is a bit beyond me. I'm not very good at that kind of thing, so I'll ask my dear husband. So I don't actually like this half link because it's kind of old and a bit knackered, so I'm going to pop that back in the box and continue my searches. Oof. This is more like it because this has got some new bits. A brand new split link. I'm going to snaffle that up. Ha. That'll do. I think that's good enough. Right, let's pop all this lot away. Lovely Reynolds tin, isn't that gorgeous? So that's the old chain. This is the new chain. So if I put this half link where it's going to go, oh dear, look at that wear. You'd expect all those to line up, really, wouldn't you? Anyway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. Am I doing that right? I don't think I am. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count that again. This could be very boring. You're not going to want to show all this on you, I don't think. Yeah, this is a really loose bit here. You can see the amount of movement on there, but you kind of go up there and it's not so bad. Anyway. Oh dear. Well, at least it wasn't completely dry. It's all right, now I've got it out of alignment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on the new bit of chain the one that I want to cut. So I'm going to put this little bit of wire around this roller so that I know that is the one to cut. Right. And so it's the old adage, measure twice, cut once. That looks about right to me. Let's take my half link and the new roll chain. I haven't done this for so long. Right, that's the link that we want to take out. So what we're going to do, you've got this little stand there. I'm going to screw this in. Quite a lot of effort there. There we go. That's popped it. Is that actually out? Yeah, there we go. Right, let's see if young Richard is around to rivet my half link on. Ricky, are you there? Can you help me rivet this half link on? Thank you. Right. So you're just using the vice to clamp it up. So now you can bash it. No, you can give it a bash now. Ooh. Thank you very much. I'm useless to that kind of thing, but you just better, because I suppose you have more practice, don't you? Practice. Hours tapping. Hilarious. I'm going to put this bit of chain away, as it's all got into a bit of a mess. This would be the outtakes. I feel like a teenager, you know, kind of just do something and dump it and run. You can have a look how you tell a chain is worn. This is like those snakes you used to have when you were a kid. Do you remember them? Look at that. You see how much more flexibility you can hear as well. Go skipping with that one. so that needs to go in the scrap metal bin. Let's bung it in there right now. Gone. Right, so I've got my clutch extractor, clutch puller. And screw this on here. Oh, there we go. Let's tighten that up. Make sure it's all the way on, because I don't want to strip the thread on the end of the gearbox. Otherwise I'd be very unhappy. I think that's about it. And the next thing I need to do is screw in the centre. This is extracting the clutch basket off the end of the gearbox main shaft. There she goes. And are there loads of ball bearings? No. Right. Pop that on there. It looks a bit mucky, doesn't it? Oh well. That's the gearbox main shaft there. There's any movement in there. Oh, it's nice and solid. There's no movement in it. That's good. I guess we'll put the new one on. Vic, do you want to have a look at my gearbox main shaft? Yeah, what do you think? I can't feel any movement on it. You have a look.
Oh, that's all right.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, really good.
Good job.
Yeah. No, it came off really smoothly, actually. I was quite surprised.
Because we've got to separate this bit from that bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got some sharp bits on it.
Look at that.
What was that?
I said, look at that. What a state.
Gosh. Well, this the inner basket's okay, and the studs are okay on the inner bit. Sometimes you get the threads are stretched and worn, but they're good. That's something. Gosh, let's have a look at this clutch basket. Oh my word, I can't believe it was running like that. Look at it. Well, all that shiny metal, it means is evidence of the wear. So, oh well, I've had my money's worth out of that one. There's not much left of the cork on that either. But you can have a look. We can compare the old and the new. Yes.
Oh gosh, yes.
That gives you some idea. And also there's some wear on the inside. But what I can't understand is with that degree of wear, you think there'd be a whole load of metal in the bottom of the thing, and it's not dreadful. That's strange, isn't it? You think there'd be a whole load of metal filing, whatever, in the bottom of the chain case. I don't know if we can show this because I think I might get excommunicated from the BSA Owners Club. Look at that, and it's worn a channel. Look, it's actually worn.
Yep.
I'm surprised the clutch didn't fall off. I'm surprised it even worked. It's only literally the last half mile that it started acting up. But it rides nicely.
It's interesting to note the scoring on the back of here, where it's been running up against there.
Well, like I said, with the sprocket, all that kind of shiny metal is sometimes not a good sign.
That is not a good sign.
It means there's been some wear.
I'm wondering if there was something missing. A spacer,
yeah.
possibly.
I think I might have to find a manual, see if I can get an exploded diagram of the clutch. Oh, these jobs are never simple. This is a copy of the BSA parts list. So clutch front chain case, A group swing arm is different from the plunger. So when we look down the parts list, it started with 65, so just have a quick squiz around here. 65, so that is what BSA call a clutch leaf collar. The nice person at C&D Autos that I bought it from in person, because they do not have an internet site, fantastic old school, he described it as an oil slinger, which I thought was quite nice, quite descriptive. So it is actually a spiral on it, but obviously it wants to go with the groove on the inside where the spiral starts, so it's going to keep the oil in the chain case. Got it. Could have been lost forever.